Tom Clark's Main Event is a Boink Studios production. And now, on with the show.
This is Daddy's show. Step off.
Hey, what is up? Welcome back to the program, folks. Thank you for tuning in. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Tom Clark, and this is Tom Clark's Main Event. Ho, 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 kids. What's up? Merry Christmas. Where my Christmas fiends at? You know who you are, baby. We are 7 days away. Look, you see the poof ball from here. Oh, I should just keep it right there. I'm so jolly, I can't stand it. Tell me you didn't expect this. If you didn't expect this, you're lying. We make merry here in the house of Clark. What's wrong with you people? I got the hat. I had the music. Check this out. Bam, look at that. Garland, baby. What more could you ask for? Don't say we don't do it up here in the main event. This is episode number 253. This is the Christmas episode. And for anyone asking, I got the eggnog. Oh, don't you wish I'd brought enough for all of you? I'm straight edge, so this has no alcohol in it. Believe you me. Anyone who's never watched the show before is tuning in going, who's this clown? It's all right. Oh, my God, it's so good. I'm festive, baby. What's up, kids? Hope everybody out there is doing great. How's your week been? Are you ready for Christmas? Oh, man, I did the rest of my wrapping the other day. Got it all finished. Bunches of stuff under the tree. While you're here, before I start taking comments, do me a favor, kids. Hit that like button. Hit the heart button. And please turn on your notifications. That way, the next time you're wondering when Tom's episode is going to air. What's up? You'll get the little ding-ding on the thing. And bam, you'll know. Don't you want to be in the know? Holy God, I know that you did. Let's get to it. Double V, Victor Vasquez. What's up, my friend? How are you? Carlos Martinez. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well today. Sugar Shane Odom. We missed you last week, my friend. Where are you? There you are. Oh, my God. It's being stubborn, isn't it? Come on, baby. Click. There it is. How you doing, man? David Down Under. Thank you, my friend, for the kind words. I appreciate you. Brandon, what's going on? Ray. All day, Ray. Hey, man. Ray says he's drinking coffee from your mug while wearing your shirt. Ray, picture or it didn't happen, Ray. Ray. God's sake, Ray. Belinda had it right the first time. Ho, ho, ho. Eric Jackson in the house. How you doing, my friend? Shane says, bah humbug. I won't put your silly little comment up on here. You can forget that crap. Robin says, love the hat, not fond of eggnog, hot cocoa. I like hot chocolate. I just don't drink it all that much because I turned 12 eventually. I'm just playing. Josh, what's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Oh, Vic. Oh, Vic. I saw Spider-Man today at 10:20 this morning. Don't nobody ruin it. If you spoil it, you get kicked out. We show you the door. Don't make me show you the door, okay? It is so good. Don't let anyone ruin it for you. If anyone ruins it for you, shame on them because they suck. It is so good. It is so freaking good. Preach it, Victor. Preach it. I cried 3 different times during the course of that movie. It's so good. 4? Maybe it was 4. Can't wait to see it again. Chris, stay off social media. As soon as we get done with the show, don't look at Twitter or Facebook because people suck. They'll ruin it for you. What's up, Mark? How you doing? Again, please, everybody, while you're here, if you will, hit the like button, the heart button, and hit the notifications button, if you will. I would greatly appreciate it. All right? It would mean loads to me. Okay? So, man, have we got stuff to talk about. Have we got stuff to talk about. I'm going to share the link of the show just real quick. If you guys are cool with that. I kind of I didn't get rolling late, but like I had a little something going on. So I was a little bit, well, I wasn't even late. I was on time, wasn't I? It was like 6:01. But anyway, I was throwing my stuff together at the very last minute. So it is what it is. But anyway, usually I share the link to the Twitter page. And I neglected to do that. So I'm going to do that right now. So if you guys will just be patient. Again, hope everybody's week has been great. Hope everybody out there is doing great. How close are you to being done with Christmas? How close are you to having all your shopping done? Tell me you're not out there. For God's sake, tell me you're not out there fighting the crowds. Because, man, let me tell you something. The crowds are crazy. I don't know where you live in the world, dude, but the crowds are crazy where I is, and that's the truth about that. So, yeah, if you're out and about, be careful. Watch the cops. There's cops everywhere. The cops have nothing better to do all day than to try to catch you speeding on the way to get an Xbox game for your kid because cops suck. I said it. I'm not taking it back. Why can't you just let people just freaking go Christmas shop? Stop trying to ruin everybody's life. God's sake. So yeah, again, hope you guys are doing great. Bear with me here. There we go, baby. Bam. The link has sufficiently been shared. Feel free to share the link wherever you so choose. I would greatly appreciate it as always. Again, thanks kids for hanging out. You guys are the best. Ray's got Adam Cole sweatshirt, baby. Awesome. Is that a Christmas present? Early Christmas present, maybe? Yeah, Carlos, I noticed that about the ending. Doesn't that suck? Thank you, Mark. I appreciate you, brother. All right, we got stuff to get to. Let's go ahead and get this stuff out of the way right now. If you have not got your Tom Clark's main event stuff, your Tom Clark 6M podcast merch ready for Christmas, you're probably out of time. Not probably, you are. However, it'll make a great New Year's gift. It really wouldn't. But I mean, if you wanted to get some stuff, you could. How about that? Anyway, tinyurl.com/Tom Clark Pods, PODS. You know how we guys roll, how we roll here. Bunches of stuff to choose from: hoodies, hats, magnets, ball hats. We even have like throw rugs, which is like, or throw blankets. You know what I mean? It's cool stuff. So go check out the logos. Tom Clark's main event and Tom Clark's 6M podcast. How many of you saw AEW this past Wednesday night? Man, have we got stuff to talk about. What about the hour-long AEW World Heavyweight Championship match between Hangman Adam Page and the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson? A time limit draw, 1 hour, almost, I think, on the nose for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship. I was thinking 30 was my high guess. When they went past 30, I said, I'll say 40, between 40 and 45. When they went past 45, I said they're going an hour. Good on them. This is why you put this match on first, okay? It was the main event of the show, 100%. But man, what a freaking match, dude. How many of you guys saw this match? Were you happy with it? Were you happy with the outcome? What did you think by the way the match ended? They didn't do the typical 3-2-1 nonsense. You know what I mean? Rick says if you click on the bell and when you go live, do you get a little, you get a ring-a-ding-ding? You might. And listen, since we're talking about sound effects, man, I'm glad you brought that up because I want to hit this one as much as we possibly can. You ready? Check us out, kids. Ho, ho, ho. Did that play? Let's try it again. Ho, ho, ho. I don't think that played. Did you guys hear Santa? That was weird. Something tells me that didn't work. Did it work? Check it again. Ho, ho, ho. It worked. It's the headphones. My freaking ears are covered up. Hold on. I got you. Oh, it's working. Now I'm going to do it just because it's fun. Ready? Ho, ho, ho. Oh, my God. It's so funny. I can't stand it. Makes me happy. Ray all day says, I didn't like the draws. Sorry, hate draws, but awesome match. Hope there is a rematch. And FYI, Cole could beat them both of them blindfolded with his hands tied behind his back, right, Ray? There's definitely a rematch. Tony Khan has come out and said that Bryan Danielson is still the number one contender. So good on him. I can't wait till part 2 of this feud. It's gonna be good stuff. Eggnog. I'm the only one that's in this house that drinks it. Sugar Shane says, here's my bone. I hate draws. What happened to countouts? Hangman Page was outside the ring forever, and I'm a Hangman Page fan. Way too many commercials. I'll agree with you about the commercials part. I don't agree about the countout part. Here's why. They've not as much said so in AEW, but I know in New Japan, a lot of times Kevin Kelly would put over the fact that the refs just let them, they give them a lot of freedom. And there's a 20 count in New Japan, right? But I like the idea of the refs having freedom. I like the idea of refs being able to let the match go and let the guys go where they want to go with it within their boundaries. You know what I mean? Because you don't want to rob the fans. Now, this is speaking from a kayfabe perspective, right, kids? You don't want to rob the fans of a title match or any kind of match, really. So no, you have to you let them give them a little bit more rope. In other words. So again, that is coming from a kayfabe standpoint. I want everyone on this show to say a good evening to Ashley Tate. AT. Used to be double A. Remember that? AT is the co-hostess with the mostest. And this coming Tuesday's Tom Clark 6M podcast is the Christmas episode, baby. And we do Home Alone. Oh, my God. It was a fun show. I actually had time for life because I'm an amazing host. And we had a lot of fun talking about stuff. I'm just kidding. I'm a great, stupendous host. Joe, what's up in Lakeland, Florida? Got luck with having Smackdown for better than 3 hours of Raw. Yeah. Yeah. 3 hours of Raw. Baby, let me tell you something about 3 hours of Raw. Ready for this? Let me find 3 hours of Raw. What do we say?
Hot garbage.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah.
Is that good? I promise everyone, check this out one more time.
Yeah.
I like it. So yeah, winter is coming is it was a good show. It was a really good show. The main event was the first match, obviously. Title match made it all worth it. JD calls it a dumpster fire. What's up, Shannon? How you doing? Good to see you. Chris, we'll get there by ROH. I promise you. It's up on the docket here. Not to disregard any of the other matches. Wardlow with Sean Spears defeated Matt Sydal. Squashed him more like, crushed him, brocked him. Matt Sydal got brocked. He got brocked. Just saying. Hikaru Shida defeated Serena Deeb in a singles match, and MJF became your third consecutive AEW Dynamite Diamond Ring winner. Say that fast. One time. So there you go. There was your winner is coming event. Again, I really enjoyed the title match. I thought it was extremely well done. I love both guys. I really do. Oh, man. Now I got to do a button for them boys. Oh, I love it so much. So much. What's up, Alicia D. Byers-Brown? God, that's just the coolest name ever. It just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? A-D-B-B. A-D. Adbaba. Adbaba. It's not really very sexy, is it? Ad. A-D. A-D? I don't know. Hi, how are you? Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. You know those people who walk around going, if you don't say Merry Christmas, blah, blah, blah. Here's an idea. Be respectful. Don't be a jerk, okay? Not everybody celebrates Christmas, all right? So guess what? Happy holidays to you. What do you celebrate? Because I'm down. I'm down. Unless you're hurting somebody. Don't celebrate that because that sucks. That makes you a jerk. Yeah, I think for sure that we're going to see Wardlow at some point turning on MJF. I think we knew that from day one, baby. Day one. Let's talk about it. ROH Final Battle. If you watched the show this past week and you know it was a very bittersweet show, one of the better Ring of Honor shows that maybe they've put on in a while, and they put on some really good events, man. Let's run down this card. The Righteous, Vincent Bateman, and Dutch with the feat of On Star defeated Shane Taylor Promotions, Colin Moses, and O'Shea Edwards with Ron Hunt by pinfall. 6-man tag team match for the ROH World 6-man tag team championships. The Righteous are your champs. Miranda Elise and the Allure, Angelina Love and Mandy Leon defeated Chelsea Green and the Hex, Allison Kay and Marty Bell. 6-woman tag team match. You notice there's a lot of tag team matches on this card, right? You get the entire locker room on the card as you can. It's your last show. It really felt like a New Japan show in segments, didn't it? PJ Black, Flip Gordon, Brian Malonis, Beer City Bruiser, and world famous CB, that's cheeseburger to you, my friend, defeated LSG, Sledge, Max the Impaler, Demonic Flamita, and Will Ferrara with Amy Rose by pinfall in a 10-man tag team match. Dragon Lee defeated Ray Orris by pinfall in a singles match, in a very fun singles match, by the way. Rhett Titus defeated Dalton Castle, Silas Young, and Joe Hendry by pinfall. 4-corner survival match for ROH World Television Championship. Rhett Titus is your ROH World Television Champion. Rhett continues to impress. Been in the business for a long, long time. He's so good in the ring, dude. So good. Josh Woods, also known as Josh the Goods Woods, defeated Brian Johnson by technical submission to become, or to retain, or to become, to retain the pure rules, the RH Pure Championship. Josh is a good heel. I liked him better as a dim-witted babyface, if I'm being honest. Shane Taylor defeated Keenan King by pinfall, Fight Without Honor. If you have not seen this match, my friends, go watch this match. Shane Taylor and Keenan King put on a clinic. They didn't put on a clinic. They killed each other, and it was awesome. You got to go watch this match. It was very good. I promise you'll enjoy it. Roxy defeated Willow Nightingale by pinfall to retain the ROH World Women's Championship. And after the match, Deonna Purrazzo showed up. So now we're looking at Deonna Purrazzo versus Roxy. That'll be great. Violence Unlimited, Brody King, Homicide, and Tony Deppen, and Rocky Romero with Chris Dickinson defeated EC3, Eli Isom, Taylor Russ, and Tracy Williams. And in case you didn't know, now you're about to know, because Adam Scherr, also known formerly as Braun Strowman, get these hands, showed up. What is it? Control Your Narrative? I think they're calling this little faction or movement or whatever EC3 called it. They're running promos and stuff now. Interested to see where we go with this. The Briscoe brothers, them boys, Jay and Mark, defeated the OGK to become the ROH World Tag Team Champions for the 12th, 13th time, I think. And guess who showed up after this match? You got it, kids. FTR showed up. So, yes, you're going to see them boys in AEW. We don't know when, but it's coming. And then at the very end of the show, kids, Jonathan Gresham, for the first time in his professional wrestling career, becomes Ring of Honor World Heavyweight Champion by defeating Jay Lethal, submission, to become your new ROH World's Heavyweight Champion. There is Final Battle. What did you guys think about this card? Rick Thibodeau says, every other WWE draft used to be 3 picks per round. Oh, Rick's talking about WWE. Boo. I'm just playing. She was even, this could be saying that Raw's going to, yeah, well, maybe, dude, Rick, for WWE to go 3 hours or 2 hours with Raw, they're going to give up a lot of money. You can't do it, man. You can't do it. You guys need to understand something. No one in that company, in terms of the hierarchy, cares what you think. Sorry. And for all of you watching this feed who refuse to watch AEW and New Japan and anyone else because you will live and die by the name and likeness and the word of God that is Vince McMahon, you need to understand that he does not care about you. He never has. He never will. He wants your money. That's all he wants. If you don't believe me, go watch NXT and see how they butchered it. Go ahead. I'll wait. You go ahead and call me biased, saying picking sides. I don't recall sitting here saying I love everybody but Vince. I know what I see. I've been a fan for a long time. I was a fan back when WWE was not the biggest thing in wrestling. Okay. And I saw them rise and I saw them become the monopoly guy. Right. But listen, at the end of the day, he doesn't care what you want. You guys need to know. You all need to know that. Okay. If you guys sit back and complain that Raw is 3 hours and it sucks, he doesn't care, kids. And the people that answer to him don't care because he doesn't care. Now, if he cares, they'll care. You understand what I'm saying? He doesn't care. Eric says, just tuning in. Yes, sir. All ready for the holidays. Hope you are as well, my friend. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to get there. Next week is going to be so great. Shane says, happy 3-year anniversary of the day. Shane, Vince, Stephanie, and Triple H stood in the ring and promised to do better and give us what we want. Still waiting. Well, what was it? Let's see. The Cuban Missile Cross. Adlai Stevenson said, I'm prepared to wait for my answer until hell freezes over. I'm saying Thank you, Jeff, for talking about ROH. It sucks that ROH is going to be down for a bit. Hopefully they'll come back. They're talking about April of next year is what they're saying, Jeff. We'll see. Did you guys check out ROH Final Battle? Please tell me you did. I'm telling you right now, it was a fun show. It was a fun show, dude. Good for them for I mean, if they had to go out, if that was it, they went out with a bang. They had a lot of guest spots on there, a lot of thank yous and messages from guys. I'm going to put the poof in the front. What you think? Is the poof working for you? Punk showed up. Danielson showed up. A lot of people showed up. You know who didn't show up? Seth Rollins. Kevin Owens. Want to know why? You want to know why? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why? Did you see that? How dramatic was that? Do you want to know why? Do you want to know why they didn't show up? 2 words. The last one's McMahon. The first one's not Shane or Stephanie. That company deserved those guys being on there for 2 seconds. Samoa Joe, same thing. Didn't get them. Want to know why? You want to know why? Do you want to know why? You know how this game is played, don't you? Don't you know how this game is played? WWE for the last 5 years wouldn't have had a lot of their main event matches if not for Ring of Honor. 10 years. Call like I see it. All Day Ray says Kenny King is a beast. Great match, FYI. Cole could beat him too. I love how he gives props. First he's sweet, then he's sour. I'm just saying. Yes, sir. It was a great show. Thank you, guys. I agree totally. So there you go. We shall see what happens. Let's see what's coming out of this show. Brody King. There's heavy rumors going on, and if you saw the Malachi Black segment on Dynamite, he's got someone kneeling before him, and he spits the mist in his face, and the guy pukes it up or some such weird stuff, and he says something to the effect of, "Now you're no longer just a king." He's probably talking to Brody. Him and Brody are tight. If you look on their Instagram, on their social media, they show them like working out together and stuff like that. I mean, they're tight. So, I'd love to see Brody in All Elite, and I think we're going to see it sooner rather than later. Don't be surprised when Brody King shows up as part of the House of Black. Isn't that what they're calling it? Molly, you're awesome. Merry Christmas to you, my friend. Thanks for hanging out. You like the hat? I got eggnog. Molly, I didn't bring you any. I'm sorry. Well, here's mud in your eye. I was talking the other night about old-fashioned sayings and catchphrases that have gone by the wayside. And one of them is, well, here's mud in your eye. Where'd that come from? Oh, yummy. All right, so Brody King could become All Elite, but guess what? MJF may not be All Elite. Have you heard the news? It's all over town. If you ain't heard it, boy, you better sit down. I got the story here. It's hot off the press. Brace yourself now and take a deep breath. Grab a hold of something. Hold on tight. MJF is not elite tonight. I don't know about tonight. Anybody get those lines? Good on you if you did. There's rumors abounding, kids, that MJF, that one guy's got his eye on him, a bunch of guys around the one guy, in this great big old company up in Connecticut, right? And a network, even a network's looking at him. It's a network named after an animal. And it's not the Peacock. Or is it? Fox, Vince McMahon, and his ilk supposedly are looking at MJF going, look at that guy, pal. Let's bring him in and change his name. Let's PG the crap out of this kid. Let's make him goofy, and we'll have Drew McIntyre throw a whipped cream pie in his face. Here's what I'll tell you. And I want you guys to understand this. Soapbox. Cover it in snow because it's Christmas. Ready? If MJF signs with WWE, the guy that you know today as Maxwell Jacob Friedman is done. It's over. Goodbye. Good night, sweet prince. It was nice knowing you. MJF, we hardly knew you. It's over. Do you understand? He will not be MJF anymore. He will change for the duration of him being in that company. Now, Did I say they were going to pitch him off a roof? No. Did I say he won't get paid? No. Did I say this is the worst thing ever? No. For all we know, he'll go to WWE and spend the next 5 years there and become one of the highest paid guys on that roster and win the title 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And he'll get his bank account nice and fat, baby, and bloated with cash. I hope he does. That's what he wants, and he's happy. I hope he gets paid. I always want to see these guys and gals get paid, all right? I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm giving you a warning right now, as we warned everyone here when we got word that Vince and his guys were getting their hands on NXT and Triple H was kind of backing off or being told to back off or whatever the real story is behind that deal. We told you then that show will fundamentally change. We were right. Right. Okay? And if MJF signs with WWE, it is over.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
And that won't change because he's working for Vince. He will still be amazing.
What?
I said he'll still be amazing.
What?
MJF.
What?
Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
What?
Is an amazing heel.
What?
Arguably the best heel in the industry right now.
What?
Has been for a long time.
What?
If he signs with WWE, that's over.
What?
He will not be a bigger heel than Roman Reigns.
What? Yeah.
I'm saying. And if you're okay with that, that's fine with me. It's okay with me. Whatever you guys want. Carlos says they can't even keep their own guys now. How are they going to get him? Can't keep their guys, Carlos, because they've let how many people go this year in 2021? 81, I think the number is. 81 people gone. MJF would never work in WWE. They would water him down too much. Alicia, you're right. But he won't be MJF, so it won't matter. Let's assume they let him keep his name. They'll give him a nickname that they can copyright and trademark. And then that way they can, whatever money they make off the t-shirts and the hats and the stuffed bears and the pennants and whatever, they'll own, and he won't. That's assuming they let him keep his name, which I don't think they will. You're right. It won't work. But they'll find a way. So there you go. There's a women's Owen Cup coming into AEW. Tony Khan announced it this week, not just the men's Owen Cup, but also the women's Owen Cup. Well, man, isn't that going to be cool? I got to restart my PC at some point. You guys stay. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding. It's an AEW heavy program this week, kids. There's lots of good stuff to talk about. So, I love this. Supposedly, Martha Hart, Dr. Martha Hart now, right? Khan has said, had nothing but good things to say about her. She's had nothing but good things to say about him and the company. This is a good thing. I love when women get involved. The women deserve to have their spots. They've earned those spots. A lot of those women have earned their spots. There you go. I had to throw that in there. So there you go. Yeah, they've earned their spots. I'm anxious to see this. I can't wait to see how it all unfolds. What did you guys think about this? JD says Owen Hart is a god. He was really, really good. I was never a fan of any gimmick he ever had. People even talk about the Blackheart stuff where they slicked his hair back and put dark glasses on, called him Blackheart. I didn't even like that too much. You want to know why? I don't think that we ever got the best version of Owen Hart. Now, granted, I was never a diehard WWE guy, okay? Not even when they were huge and powerful and either fighting or not fighting, whatever was going on during the Attitude Era, whatever they want to call it. I just felt like we never got the best version of him. He didn't live long enough to give us the best version of him, unfortunately, in my opinion, for me. Chris, I did see the Briscoe promo. It was awesome. But yeah, that's just me. So the Owen Cup for both men and women should be great. We will see what happens. We're cooking with gas here, baby. We're moving right along. Let's talk about AEW Rampage here, kids. Tonight on TV and on streaming. 8-man tag team bout. Bobby Fish and the Super Elite, Adam Cole and the Young Bucks against Orange Cassidy, Rock Romero, and the Best Friends, Chuck Taylor and Trent. That'll be a good match. Submission match, Penelope Ford versus Ty Conti. Ty Conti has grown on me. I'm just saying. So we'll see what happens. Dan Lambert is back. Again. Yeah. Bleh. I just don't know what I feel about all this, man. He's going to be there to address things that they thinks were not fair and whatnot. I just don't know I don't know what we're doing. So there's your very quick AW Rampage video. Don't be surprised if Bird King shows up tonight, kids. I would not be surprised. And if you know any spoilers and you spoil him here on the show, I'm throwing you out. So don't do it. Don't do it. Behave yourself. Hope that Kyle Coattail doesn't come. Oh, Ray is in such denial. I think he might be there. Why not? Let's see. Alicia, there you are. Does Kyle O'Reilly eventually show? Yes, I think so. I think he should. Alma says, love Ty Conti. She's growing on me. How many people thought that Trent was Moxley coming back through the crowd that night? How many people looked at him and... Can I ask you a question in all due fairness? Can I just ask you a question? Can I just be straight? Can I just be straight? Just for a sec. Why didn't Trent think of, hey, if I shave my head, wear denim, no shirt, I kind of look like John. I like Trent. I do. I don't, I don't know. Do you know what I'm saying? Isn't that weird? Shannon says Kyle O'Reilly, greater than Adam Cole. Oh, them's fighting words. Is All Day Ray still here? We shall see. We're at the bottom of the hour here, kids. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate you. If you're here right now and have not hit the heart button, the thumbs up, and the notification bell, would you please do so? I'd greatly appreciate it. And by the way, in case we hadn't told you, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Ho, ho, ho!
That's awesome. Isn't that fun? I got buttons galore, baby. I'm all about the buttons. I thought I'd let you guys be happy with some buttons. For a while there, I wasn't playing any buttons.
That's hard time.
But I don't want to do that to you. Do you know why? Look. Do you want to know what I think?
It doesn't matter what you think.
God, I love doing this stuff. I've missed doing this. Anyway, we got a little bit more show to get to. Ray says Cole will kill him. We shall see. This week, Dynamite, 948,000, up from last week's 872. Rampage yet to happen. Last week, 503. There's your ratings for AEW, kids. How's about this? Kevin Owens has re-signed with WWE. Now, you know what everybody's saying. You know what everybody's saying? Do you know what everybody's saying? Do you know what everybody's saying right now? You know what they're saying? Oh, Tom. Kevin made a mistake. He shouldn't have re-signed. Here's what I'll tell you. Kevin Owens did the best thing for Kevin Owens and his family. Okay. Period. End of story. That's it. He did the best thing for him and his family. You can hate that. You can say, oh, brr, you can rage against the machine however you want. It's fine. He did the best thing for him and his family. He's happy. They seem to be happy. Everybody's happy. You're not going to be happy for Kevin. Just be happy for Kevin. Just let it go. Let it go. Would I have loved to see him in AEW? Of course. But dude, come on. He's happy. Let it go. It'll be okay. The sun will still come up tomorrow. And if it doesn't, if the sun does not come up tomorrow, none of us will be around to know the difference anyway. I take some peace in that. I take comfort in that. You know what I mean? It's okay, kids. It's all right. Is there rum? Well, I'm a straight edge wolf. Never drank, never have. It's not for me, my friend. Straight edge, which means my eggnog, according to some people's perspective, would be very boring. Here you go, Ray. Did it play? Try it again. One more time. My PC needs to be restarted. I need updates. Y'all get that? Yes, sir, Ray. You the man. Chris says some people are saying you're crazy, but I think it's yeah. And you know what? Listen, not for nothing, but I was thinking about this. Not for nothing, but let's say that Kevin resigns, and 6 months from now, Vince says, "Well, we got to trim the fat, pal." No offense. We got to trim the payroll again, pal. We're too heavy. Let that Kevin Owens guy go. Guess what? Kevin had 6 months getting paid. Yeah, baby. Take it. You know what I mean? Take as much money as you can take, dude. Absolutely. I don't have anything latest on Hogan's condition, Rob. I really don't. I would tell you, my friend, but I don't know. Vic says Rotona's doing a sign this week, either Maryland or Zoom, but he's signing things, Bray Wyatt or The Fiend. I thought he couldn't use those names. He can't unless he can. Do you know what I mean by that? I bet you do. If you're a true fan, you'll be happy for him wherever he goes. At the end of the day, it's what makes him happy. He's just doing what's best for his family. Shannon! Preach it! Apparently, Adam Cole is Ray's favorite. Let me ask you guys a question. How many of you watch pro sports? Let's say you're all right, so you watch NBA. Are you a fan of the NBA? Are you a fan of the team that you watch? Let me narrow it down. Are you a fan of the team you watch? Or are you a fan of the player that plays for that team? If your favorite team trades your favorite player, are you no longer a fan of that player? He went to a different team, right? Does that mean you no longer like that fan or that like that player? He sucks now because he's. What if he goes to an opponent in the same division, or an opponent in the opposite conference that can maybe play him for the championship this season? See what I'm saying? Are you a player fan or a team fan? It all comes down to that. If you are a wrestler fan, then you will support that guy or gal wherever he or she may go. If you're not, then you're probably a company fan, which means it's WWE ride and die. You know what I mean? Hey, man, whatever, baby. Whatever. You know what I mean? Is Cross going to ROH? Well, there's not an ROH to go to right now, Ray, but I'll tell you this. If I were ROH, I would have thrown a ton of money at that guy. They still might. They're saying April of 2022. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's talk about the Smackdown tonight. Universal Champion Roman Reigns returns to Smackdown tonight. Ridge Holland will put Sheamus's lessons to use in rematch with Cesaro. And what will happen after Brock Lesnar disrupted the bloodline? Well, there you have it, kids. There's a knee-slapping, action-packed, holy cow, Katie bar the doors, head for the hills, and run like the devil. Smackdown preview, baby. You don't have to like it, but you better learn to love it. I don't know why you have to learn to love it. But anyway, there's a preview. Let's see. This week, Monday Night Raw, 1.58 million, down from 1.59 million last week, which we thought, wow, that's bad. NXT, 561, down from last week's 590. And SmackDown, we're not sure, but last week, 2.14. SmackDown consistently holding. Good for them. Good for that company for that. Guess what, kids? That opens the floor. And we just talk about all kinds of stuff, baby. Battle of the Belts, AEW Battle of the Belts takes place in Charlotte on Saturday, January 8th. Myself and the boy and a good friend of mine will be there. It's going to be a good show. I'm very much looking forward to it. So keep your eyes up. You won't see us. We didn't get the best seats in the house, but it's okay. We got tickets way, way late. It was kind of a last minute, hey man, do you want to go see the show kind of thing? So we decided to go see it. So there you go. Yeah. So keep your eyes on Battle of the Belts. What do you guys have for me today? Throw me some Christmas stuff out there too, man. Let's talk some Christmas. There's only 17 of you hanging out, and it's all good, man. But let's talk. What are you guys doing for Christmas next week? Give me your plans. What are you guys doing? Family stuff, I assume. Are you doing big get together or small get together? Are you still observing the pandemic stuff? Or are you letting loose on that? I mean, where's your head at right now? I saw that, Shane. Bring back the Thunderdome. Listen, don't be surprised. Nothing would surprise me. Vic says, have you watched New Japan? No, I have not, Vic. I suck. For the past 2 weeks, I've been watching Christmas movies. I am so far behind on New Japan. I am insanely ashamed of myself. What's my favorite Christmas movie? Hold on, I'll get back to you. What's my favorite Christmas movie? If it's purely Christmas movie, Elf. If it's not a purely Christmas movie that I watch every Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life. It's a Wonderful Life is in my top 5 best movies of all time, period. I love the original Miracle on 34th Street. I love Christmas Vacation. I love It's Charlie Brown Christmas. Merry Christmas, Charlie Brown? Charlie Brown? Yeah. Love it. Classic. Freaking classic. But Elf is my number 1 Christmas movie. Alma says, what is your take on the situation with Hannibal, a.k.a. Blood Hunter, hurting the referee? Number 1, I would ask this question. Because I haven't done any legwork, Alma, so maybe you can fill me in. All right? Did the ref know it was going to happen? If the answer is yes, did the ref know to what extent it was going to happen? In other words, did Hannibal tell him, I'm going to take this, or we're really going to go with this? Are you good with that? Or did he just do it and he didn't tell him at all? Because not telling a guy at all tells me that the ref should have been fighting back. Now, I've not watched the clip. I don't care to see it. So maybe I'm not educated on this deal, kids, but maybe you guys can tell me. No matter what the answer is, he shouldn't be back in the ring again. Nobody should book him ever again. David's going to have Christmas. It has about 30 people. What time should I be there, David? Ray says, Eric B. and Rakim are naughty by nature. And if Adam Cole brought you and your family Kobe sneakers and had one extra pair in my size, could I have? Perhaps. I have to think about that big because you might have to fight my son for it. And Eric B. and Rakim, for sure. 100%. I was never a naughty by nature fan. Josh is heading to Folly Beach. I've never been there before. Die Hard, Alicia says. Die Hard is a Christmas movie to you? I had that debate with someone the other day. Shane agrees with you. Man, several people. Vic, you like Jingle? I hate that movie. Oh, they made a part 2. It's not good. Robbie, I think you've asked me this before if they were going to do Bruno. You know what? I don't have an answer for that, Robbie. You want to know why? Because my go-to answer would have always been an athlete who maybe could learn to act, but it's not that way anymore. Look at what Hemsworth is doing to get in shape to play Hogan. God's sake. Thor, baby. You know what I mean? I don't know, dude. I've not ever thought about this enough to give you a well-deserved, schooled, informed answer. I wish I had something for you, but I don't. I like Bruno. Bruno was never my guy. It was never my guy. You know, I mean, when Bruno was hot and doing his thing, I was an NWA guy. I've always been an NWA guy. So my guys were Rick and Dusty and Harley and Terry Funk. I respect Bruno for the time he put in and for the work he did selling out Madison Square Garden, more than anybody else ever had. I got mad respect for that. I was never a Bruno Sammartino fan. That's just me. No disrespect. Alma says the Christmas movie, it's a Charlie Brown Christmas. Shannon says National Lampoon Christmas Vacation, Home Alone, and Elf. See, for me, it would be the other way in the other order. Actually, be Elf, Christmas Vacation, Home Alone in that order for me. Chris says Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I can't do Tim Allen, dude. Not anymore. That guy is, not good news. Merry Christmas to you, sir. I appreciate you. Jamel, don't ruin it for anybody, Jamel. I saw it today. Jamel, give me one word for the movie for you. Because my word is amazing, spectacular, sensational, web of, superior. It was amazing. I freaking loved it so much. Ray, you are going to love it. I promise you, Ray. It is amazing. Dave says, be going all day and have plenty anytime you like. Awesome. Alma says you should be charged with assault with a deadly weapon. I don't know if they can go that far, Alma, but I don't think he should ever wrestle again, for sure. No one should ever book him again, no doubt. Ray says Elf is the best Christmas movie. Yeah, go see Spider-Man. I definitely vouch for it. No spoilers, Jamel. Shane says a wrestling Christmas fact: before Kane was Kane, he was a monster in Memphis named the Christmas Creature. There you go, man. That's old school. Shane always giving old school stuff, man. That's good stuff. Did I, Vic? I saw bits and pieces of Black and Murphy. I did. But I'm trying to remember if I watched it. Why am I fuzzy on whether or not I watched it? Ray says if Vince called you and offered you a heel manager job that paid $250, would you do it? Of course, it'd be the best thing for me and my family. He's not going to do it. I'm out of his age bracket. I'm nowhere near. I'm not pretty enough. So. Thank you, Alma. I appreciate you. JD says Spider-Man fan for 50 years. You go, man. Ray, thank you, my friend. Hey, man, we still got like 10 minutes. Don't anybody go anywhere. Merry Christmas to everybody here, guys, unless I haven't told you. Yeah, 2 weeks to Cobra Kai. I'm a fan. What else you guys got for me? Obviously, trivia. Big Show was in Jingle All the Way as a Santa that punched Arnold. Well, I bet he felt that the next day. Of course, at the same time, Show's a professional. I'm sure if he did make contact, he didn't mean to hurt him. So, will Cole and those dudes beat the Best Friends? I think the Best Friends win tonight. Merry Christmas, everybody. What's the soundbite we haven't done in a while? How about this?
Woo!
Did it play? Try it again.
Woo!
There we go. I mean, he's not the most popular soundbite to be playing anymore, right? Hey, I'm just saying. Man. In case you guys hadn't missed it, I've got a couple new ones. Here's one.
I'm better than you, and you know it. Yeah.
I like the yeah. Once you start doing that, you'll catch yourself doing it, and you won't realize you're doing it until you've done it. Who is your favorite ROH champion? Davey Richards was mine. Whew. I'm going to say Punk, if I'm being honest. Alma says, let's pray for those who are suffering in Tennessee, Illinois, Arkansas, Kentucky. Do what you can to help them out. 100%. 100%. Someone call for Adam, or not Adam Cole. Sorry, Ray.
I'm going to the moon.
And if you don't like that,
You kiss my grin.
it's my Christmas present to you guys. Aren't you happy? I don't think Cole gets pinned anytime soon. Keith says Samoa Joe is his favorite ROH champion. There you go. Did you know they're trying to make day one a big pay-per-view? That's why they're stacking up the card. I wouldn't be surprised. So we've got a Christmas thing at my mom's house tomorrow night. Christmas thing at my brother-in-law's house Sunday. And then we're going to have just Christmas at home with the three of us on Christmas Eve, the evening of Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day. So I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a really good week. We've all been through. We all went through a heck of a lot in 2020, and then we thought 2020 was going to be better, and it kind of wasn't for a lot of reasons. It wasn't really. It was better for one really good reason, and the rest of it was not so much. But it's going to be an interesting 2022, and hopefully much better, much better. Why does everybody in the NBA have the Rona? Brother, if I knew that, I'd tell you. I think because Kyrie Irving gave it to all of them. I'm just kidding. Uncle Drew gonna kill us all. People at some point have got to start waking up. I have known a perfectly healthy people die from this. I don't want to get off on that. Of course, if I want to, it's my show. I don't care. I'm not going to. But I'm just letting you know. All these wackadoodles running around thinking it's still not even real or something. God, man, people are so dumb. Do you know what I mean? Yes, Shannon, the cats and the dog did get Christmas. Don't tell them. We got the cats a little stocking bag filled with like cat treats and stuff. And the dog always gets a stuffed something to chase. Yeah, I got to wrap that stuff. Actually, it's the last two things we haven't wrapped. Had one this Christmas. 13 members not with us this Christmas. Good God, Alma, is that right? 13 members? Family members not with? Good Lord. All the best to you, Alma, and your family. The boy is next door in his room. The boy has the flu. I tell you guys that. He's had it for a few days. Not corona. He was negative, and they did the rapid, and the test came back officially today. He doesn't have it, thank goodness. But he's had his shots anyway. Not that prevents it, but But he's got type A flu. He sounds horrible. He's okay though. He's up and around. So he'll get there. He'll get there. He'll be okay. So send your best, your well wishes his way. I'd appreciate it. Vic, thank you, my friend. You guys are awesome. Ray named his dog Kobe. My dog's name is Wicket. I've told you guys that story, right? Yeah, so there's some catnip in that stocking. And trust me when I tell you, JD, the two kittens don't need it. They don't need it, man. I promise you. It's insane. So, yeah, one day I'll share some pics of the cats with you because they're so freaking fun, man. They're so awesome. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you. I'll tell them that you guys said that. It's been a good week for pro wrestling, man. Excuse me. As I said before, Ring of Honor, if that was their farewell tour, I hate it for them. I hate it for that company. We said for a long time that something had to change in that company or they were not going to survive. And it's something I'm not that guy that loves to be right. Trust me. And a lot of things I would love to be wrong about. And I kept hoping that they were going to pull it out. And they still may. I don't know. We'll find out. I hope so. Shannon, I appreciate you. Thank you. And I definitely will. Everybody talking about Sammy. I don't know, dude. Sammy has the appearance to me of somebody who is so far ahead of other people in terms of how he thinks. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to compare him to somebody, but I don't really have a good comparison for you. It seems like his IQ for this stuff is really, really high. So, like, I don't think Sammy looks at all this from the perspective of, hey, I'm going to go wrestle for this next company or this other and be a wrestler for this. I don't think Sammy looks at it that way. I think Sammy looks at it in terms of what can I bring here that hasn't been brought here. Do you know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm dead wrong about that. Maybe it's just an assumption on my part, but that's just kind of that's the vibe I get from him. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate you, my friend. Ray, you're awesome. Chances of the latest women's releases, who would you like to see in AEW? That's tough. That's tough. I don't know. God. WWE lets go of so many people, don't they? Shannon, I'll throw it back to you. Who do you have? Who would you like to see in the company? Do you know what I mean? Who do you got, man? Scarlett. Carlos says Scarlett. Alicia says not Naya. Alicia, you get a button for that.
Hot garbage.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's horrible. Keith is still on social media. He's still talking away, but he's not giving any clues as to where he might end up next. What's up, Gary? Them boys are going to AEW, man. They're on the way. I can't confirm that 100%, but them and FTR is going to have a feud to end all feuds, I think. Don't be surprised if Briscoe brothers, by I'd say midpoint of next year, are the AEW World Tag Team Champions. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Maybe sooner than that. Can I see anybody beating Britt? Of course I can, because they're eventually she'll drop the title eventually. For sure. Who it's going to be? I'll say Ruby. Destination Ruby. Yeah. Tim says, "What's good? Eating a Mexican? Nice, man. Nice. I haven't had Mexican in a long time. Sure." Victor says, is Sarah still in the game after she had her kid? Is she still in the game, or is she doing something different now? Because I don't even know the answer to that, man. I liked Logan. I'd like to see her back at some point. I don't know who she'd be, but yeah, I'd like to see what happens. Ray says he's having grits. Ray, there's only one way to have grits, Ray. There's only one way. Are you ready? Butter, salt, and cheese. And if you say anything other than butter, salt, and cheese, you're not having grits the way God and nature intended. Okay? So you better give me the right answer, Ray. All day, Ray. For sure. Yep, Chris. Marina Shafir was on, was it Darker Elevation, I think? I hope it does some down the farm promos. Oh! Can I give you guys a prediction? Here's what I say about them boys. You ready? When them boys show up on AEW Dynamite, and the first time Jay cuts a promo, the first time, you're going to see Twitter and you're going to see Facebook flooded with insane reactions. You're going to see people saying things like, oh my God. You know what's funny? We all already know it. We've known for years how good he is. When he gets that in the camera, dude, he's so captivating. He commands attention. I don't know if, you know what's scary? You know how long Jay's been doing this? 20 years? You know how long Jay's been doing this? Do you know what kills me? I don't think Jay Briscoe knows how good he is. There you go. I think Punk knows. Punk knows how good he is. Do you know what I mean? MJF certainly knows how good he is. I don't know if Jay knows how good he is. I wonder how many times someone has pulled him aside and said, Jay, for real, you are amazing on that mic, dude. You kill it. Would he be humble? Would he, you know what I'm saying? I would love to tell him. I'd love a chance to interview Jay and just tell him, Jay, I got to be honest with you. You are insanely captivating on the mic, because he is. Thank you, E. Merry Christmas to you, sir. I appreciate you. Will says, what are grits? Oh, Wilf doesn't have grits. Wilf, I feel so bad for you, my friend. Tell him, Ray. Alicia said, Ember would definitely be a good fit. I 100% agree. I'd love that. One word with the Briscoes chickens. Yeah, Wilf doesn't know what grits are, Ray. Thank you, Alicia. You guys with the little emojis, the little Christmas trees and prayer. That's the best, man. That's really cool. Thank you, Ray. Grits are heaven on earth. And on the 6th day, God created grits. JD says they have cream of wheat up in the Northland. Then it's only a northern song. That's right. Wolf is in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Tim, thank you, dude. Enjoy dinner, man. God, you are awesome, man. Thank you, my friend. E says, who's my favorite Colorado viewer? Not counting the guy that busts my hump all the time about freaking Vikings. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. 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 Well, guess what's about to happen here, folks? We're about to take this thing home, man. We are not going to be here on Christmas Eve. It's not happening. You're going to miss us. I'll miss you. But here's what I'll tell you. There's 15 of you, don't go anywhere. This coming Tuesday, Tom Clark's 6M podcast returns with the Christmas episode. It is Home Alone. Myself and co-host Ashley Tate discuss the movie from start to finish. It's not an insane deep dive that Phil and I do quite a bit, but I promise you'll dig it. We talk a lot about the movie. We give backstage facts, that kind of thing. You're going to love it, man. I promise you're going to love it. It was a fun episode to do. And yeah, so again, please check it out. If you've not subscribed, I'm going to show it to you right now on the YouTube. There she is. Tom Clark's 6M podcast. See the logo? We have 70 episodes, man. The Home Alone episode will be number 71. This past week, we dropped Rogue One. That was a crazy fun episode. The one before that was a pro wrestling music. You guys want to hear a tidbit? I know that you do. Let's have a listen.
As soon as it hit Cafe Nina Ray.
Okay, so there's one of my choices for this song doesn't fit who it's for. I mean, it does because it's him and because we're used to it. But if you heard that song and said, pick the guy this goes with, you're like, this is not go with Minoru Suzuki. Shut up.
Yeah, I think we're just used to it because it's Minoru Suzuki and it's his big entrance. I mean, when you talk about just quintessential wrestling, in the same way that you talk about Hogan and HBK, you got to throw Jushin Thunder Liger's theme song up there.
Oh man, yeah.
Just so many great memories around it, man. And yeah, I mean, I just watched his last entrance for his last match, and it's just so emotional watching him do like all his poses and doing and have it with a crowd before COVID. Man, it's just great moments. Best in the company, almost right up there with Okada, is God's theme song. They've had two great theme songs. Like the original one is really great as well, but their new theme song is so cool.
So good. It's so good. I mean, and they are New Japan for life. They're both committed, and I love that about them. But if they ever decide to travel from one company to the next, dude, that song, you don't ever need to do anything else for them.
You can't replace that theme song.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's just a tidbit of Tom Clark 6M podcast. You guys know that my podcast stuff is all free. I don't put a paywall up with any of my stuff behind it. So if you guys would go subscribe to the show, I'd appreciate it. Apple Pods, Google Pods, Stitcher, Spotify, YouTube, iHeartRadio, Audible, and Amazon Music. If you guys would go and do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. It's a fun show, I promise you. We talk about movies, music, Marvel, magazines, miniseries, and more. See on the screen, it's right there. And, of course, Tom Clark's Main Event, going strong since 2014. This was episode number 253. To everybody out there wishing me Merry Christmas, I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to all you guys and gals right now. Let's hit you with a few more before I get out of here, okay?
Ho, ho, ho!
I appreciate you guys. You guys are the best audience ever. I hope you've had fun. Thank you so much for hanging out. You guys go have a safe, happy, and healthy holiday weekend. Eat way too much. Get way more presents you can ever possibly hope to get. I hope your kids get everything they wanted within reason, and I hope Santa was good to them without mommy and daddy going broke or nothing crazy. So you guys, again, be safe. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for always being here, for giving us support, for giving me support through thick and thin. I very much appreciate it. We're going to get out of here, kids. Thanks again for hanging out. We will be back 2 weeks from tomorrow. We'll be back on New Year's Eve, actually. And I'll let you know the time of that broadcast when it gets here. Again, thanks, everybody. Merry Christmas to you, one and all, okay? We appreciate you kids so much. Be safe, all right? Thanks, kids, once again. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. All the best from us here at Tom Clark's Main Event.